Why does your grocery bill keep growing while your paycheck stays the same? Because there's a secret monster silently eating your money, and its name is inflation. Every year, your money buys a little less. But why does that happen? Is it just greedy companies raising prices? Or is there something much deeper? Something built into the very system that runs our economy? By the end of this video, you'll understand why inflation exists, who benefits from it, and how you can protect yourself, all explained with our favorite tool, stick figures. Most people think inflation is prices going up, but that's not exactly true. Inflation isn't the price rising, it's the value of your money falling. Think of it like watering down juice. If you pour more water into the same amount of juice, the flavor weakens. That's what happens when new money is printed. Your dollars become weaker. Imagine this. There are only 10 lemons in the world, and you have $10. Each lemon costs $1. Now suddenly, the government prints more money. There's now $20 total in the economy. But still, only 10 lemons exist. What happens? People start offering more dollars to buy the same lemons. The price goes up. That's inflation. Here's the dark part. Inflation is like a tax you never voted for. When new money is created, the people who get it first, usually banks, governments, and big investors, spend it before prices rise. By the time the new money trickles down to you, everything already costs more. So your savings lose value without anyone touching them. That's the hidden tax of inflation. When governments spend more than they earn, they borrow or print money to fill the gap. Printing money is easier. No one has to agree to pay higher taxes right away, but the cost shows up later, through inflation. So, governments get the benefit, while citizens pay the bill, silently, over time. This isn't new. Ancient Rome debased their silver coins by mixing in cheaper metals, causing inflation. Germany in the 1920s printed so much money that people used banknotes as wallpaper. And today, we don't print paper money. We print digital money. Same effect, just invisible. Here's another secret. Most money isn't printed at all. It's created when banks issue loans. Every time someone takes a loan for a car, a house, or a business, new money appears, out of thin air. That's how over 90% of the money supply is created, and that's why inflation never truly disappears. Governments and economists often celebrate when the economy grows, but sometimes that growth is just more money being added, not real progress. It's like measuring your height with a ruler that keeps shrinking. You look taller, but you're not. Inflation quietly moves wealth from savers to debtors. If you have savings, inflation eats them. If you owe money, inflation helps you, because you repay your debt with money that's worth less. That's why governments and borrowers love inflation and savers fear it. You feel inflation when the same grocery cart costs $120 this month instead of $100 last month, or when rent rises faster than your salary, or when a chocolate bar quietly shrinks but costs the same, a sneaky trick called shrinkflation. When people expect prices to go up, they start spending faster, and that behavior makes prices go up even more. It becomes a loop, fear feeding inflation, inflation feeding fear. So why don't we just stop printing money? Because our system depends on it. Debt needs constant growth to survive. If money creation slows, debts become harder to pay, and the system cracks. It's like a bicycle. It must keep moving or it falls over. Here's the real secret. Inflation isn't a glitch. It's a feature of our system. Governments need it to slowly erase debt. Banks need it to justify lending more. And companies use it to raise prices without raising suspicion. But for regular people, it's a slow erosion of wealth. It's not your fault. You didn't design the system, but understanding it gives you power. Because once you see how money loses value, you can make smarter moves to protect it. You can't stop inflation, but you can outrun it. by owning things that hold value, like skills, investments, or assets that grow with inflation. Money in a savings account melts like ice, but money invested wisely can rise with the heat. Let's see it all in one image. 1. Government creates new money. 2. Prices rise as money spreads. 3. Your dollars buy less. 4. Savers lose, borrowers win. 5. The cycle repeats, and the wheel keeps spinning until you learn to step off it. Inflation isn't just about numbers. It's about trust in money, in systems, and in the promises made by those who control them. You can't stop inflation from existing, but you can stop it from surprising you. Because when you understand the system, you stop being a victim of it. So next time someone says, everything's getting more expensive, you can say, no, my friend, money's just getting weaker.